for that.
I think I was encouraged by the Knicks in this one. I mean, I've obviously had a pretty close seat to see these guys, but the way in which the Knicks are finding different players to push the right buttons in the right way to win is a really big deal in terms of what I think they're doing. Now listen, last year this team was tremendous. In fact, it's been a nice, steady 4-year increase for what they've been able to do, and Jalen Brunson still is at the heart of it. But when you look at the wins since winning the NBA Cup, different players have been able to step up in really big ways. And I think one of the things that might go a little bit under the radar in terms of them getting this game was the way that Mitchell Robinson is emerging. He had 8 rebounds in that fourth quarter, which I believe was a new career high for him in a quarter. So the way that the Knicks are going about this, to me, gives me a lot of confidence as they continue to move forward.
Well, I was already encouraged by big body New York Knicks from what I saw in the in-season tournament when they came back against the San Antonio Spurs when they were down double digits, and Kolak and Jordan Clarkson came up huge in that fourth quarter. I was more discouraged by Cleveland. They have been the biggest disappointment this short season in my eyes in the NBA. The Cavs have, and I said going into yesterday's game, I said this is an opportunity for them to make a statement not only for the world but for themselves. The Cleveland Cavaliers in yesterday's game showed the true definition of being front runners. They are soft, and it starts with their big men, and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. You talk about Mitchell Robinson having a career-high 8 rebounds in a quarter. Well, guess who was actually defending him? Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. They were switching up. And so when you think about it, I'm looking at the stat sheet, and I don't like to go to the stat sheet because I always like to, just trust my eyes. But my eyes saw on the stat sheet that Evan Mobley and Jared Allen didn't have a block or a steal in that game. That's a problem. These are supposed to be your enforcers. And so when you think about the small backcourt that they already have in Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, we talk about defense win championships. It's hard for them to win a championship if your big men are not playing physical and you have small guards that are trying to defend these big wings and a guy like Big Body Brunson. I know he's 6'1", 6'2", but he played like he's 6'8", 6'9" when it comes down to getting the bucket.
I feel you on that, Perk. I guess, for whatever reason, I still have this ray of hope on Cleveland, just a little bit for this season. I think when you look at the East,
why?
I know. Hear me out. Not that, do I believe that they're contenders any longer? Probably not. But do I think they could cause some problems in the playoffs, depending on matchup? Because they still have Donovan Mitchell. I think Darius Garland, that was one of his better games in a while. Evan Mobley was coming back from the injury. It was his first game back. I'll give it a little bit of grace. I still think they have the pieces, right? Last year's experience doesn't mean anything when you look at them.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. We're not about to straddle the fence, Monica. You're not about to sit up here and say that you don't think they're contenders and then all of a sudden say that they could cause noise in the playoffs. This team is the only team in the NBA that's in the second apron, meaning that they are all in to compete for a championship.
Right.
There's no ifs, ands, buts around it.
You're right. That's fair. That's fair. If the question is, are they contenders or not, I do not see them as contenders anymore this year.
It just feels like a disappointment considering where they were last year, the disappointment from them in the postseason, and then as wide open as the East is right now, they're not able to capitalize on that. But you were at this game yesterday. Time for a quick take. Take us back to the animated broadcast that you were a part of.
All right. The first game out, Knicks Cavs. Cavs played 36 pretty good minutes. I would say that. They played 24 excellent minutes, 12
They had a great first quarter. They had a great third quarter. They had a rough second quarter. They had a rough fourth quarter. And, the game came down to the end, and Tyler Kolek and Mitchell Robinson won the game.
Tyler Kolek, an emerging cult hero. And the block swipe, did that officially go down as a block, I believe, on...
Courtney Kirkland said on the review it was a block, so I believe it was a block.
Where was the review, because he was called for a foul originally, and then post-game he basically said, Don was trying to do something crazy, cranking up for a windmill or whatever it was. He's like, if it had just gone in for a layup, no way I could get it. Tyler Kolek's there's going to be a lot of folks who like him in New York, that's for sure.
You know what's funny about that is that Donovan was caught on the mic. Donovan all the big stars wore the mics today. Donovan was caught on the mic. He dunked in the first half. I think it was an alley-oop dunk. and he got caught on the mic saying that he hadn't dunked in like a couple of months, but he only dunked because his fiance was there.
Yeah.
And he was trying to impress her. She was sitting in the front row. I think her name's Coco Jones. Do I have that right, Jackson?
Yeah, she's a celebrity. She's a bigger deal than Donovan.
Yeah, so, it's just funny that Cole that called him out on that. Like, Donovan, by the way, had 34 into 15 in the fourth quarter. But, as much as this is about Cole, Brunson made some big shots down the stretch, as he always does.
Huge. Yep.
And Mitchell Robinson, like in the fourth quarter, the Cavs couldn't get a rebound that mattered. And Mitchell Robinson, this is the thing about the Cavs. Like, it's gotten me to the point this year where I've been looking up box out statistics because I sometimes watch Cavs games and they just go through whole quarters and they just don't box out.
And this goes back years with Jared Allen and Mitchell Robinson. Like, Jared Allen has been abused by Mitchell Robinson repeatedly, including in that 5-game loss a couple of years ago, and that was certainly the case down the stretch in this game today.
He's in good company because Victor Wembanyama was abused by Mitchell Robinson.
No, for sure.
In Las Vegas. Sure. Mitchell Robinson is an absolute monster on the offensive glass.
That's true.
And on the defining play of the game, basically the play that settled the game, Karl Towns, who, by the way, shout out to Kat, he got engaged on Christmas. He apparently, after the game, went to the top of the Empire State Building and got engaged to Jordan Woods.
Good for Kat. Didn't know that.
Congrats to Kat. But he basically sealed the game on a putback. It was a very athletic putback. But Evan Mobley, I mean, I don't want to say it was like of the egregious non-box outs in the fourth quarter, it was not one of them. But Karl Towns flew past Evan Mobley on a vital moment and got a putback. So
do you think if the Knicks don't pull off the comeback and they lose that game, Cat's got to find another day to get engaged, right?
I'm sure that it was all like looked like there were photographers.
I know. You can't do it off a loss.
Maybe it doesn't get announced on social media today, but I think it happens today. Okay. I think it happens today.
Well, and Cavs Corner, I think, can be somewhat encouraged by the events of the past few days. Nice win on Monday. Nice win on Tuesday.
Darius Garland had 20 and 10. Darius Garland has put together like 4 or 5 better games in the last 2 weeks.
They've played better. They pretty soundly beat the Hornets and Pelicans earlier this week. And again, they had stretches of this game where they played quite well. They were in control of large stretches of the game, but that's a tough one to let
more
slip
than
away.
anything. Their 3-point shooting since Sam Mitchell came back. He's been back for 3. Sam Merrill. Sam Mitchell was not available. Actually, Sam Mitchell is available, but not available on the Cavs roster. Merrill missed some open looks on Christmas, but since he's come back, their floor stretching has been much better. Yes, and Mobley came back after like 12 days, maybe 13 days from the calf injury, which, by the way, I've got a calf strain right now.
Wow,
I can't believe it. I injured my calf this week, and I'm
hurt.
Doing treatment with it. I know. It's afflicting everybody involved.
Is it your soleus?
It's on the high right side. I don't know.
No, the soleus is down low.
No, it's high. It's a high calf strain. My Achilles, I think, is safe.
Oh, good.
Knock on wood. My God, that's a terrible thing even for me to say. Good win for the Knicks. The Cavs now go to Houston and San Antonio. Cavs Corner will be active in the next week. We'll see if this lasts. But Mobley did go 6 of 8 with 9 rebounds.